It is a cold and rainy day at the flea market, but that does not matter. There are still things that you can find, and this is a perfect example. I am doing well on Facebook Marketplace, and as a result, I'm gonna start picking up some bigger items to flip. And I love Pepsi items, and this is perfect. I love this stand, and it's only $20. I can't believe it. He wanted 25 at first, and then he said he'd do it for 20. So it's solid metal. I really cannot believe the price on this thing. And I love the ads on the side. I can't believe this. This is the first time I've ever picked something like this up. I'm not sure what Mrs. Primetime is going to say, but this would even be, even if it didn't sell, which it will, and this is adjustable, by the way, so that's even cool. I could still put my Pepsi cans on it, because while I do drink Mountain Dew, which is a Pepsi product, I also drink Pepsi as well. So I cannot wait to pick this up. We're going to get this in the Primetime Treasure Mobile right now. So I'm loading this into the Primetime Treasure Mobile right now, and check this out. I didn't even realize this, but it has wheels on the bottom also. That's awesome. That's gonna make it even more sellable. Look at the size of this thing. It is so heavy. I cannot believe that I got this for $20. I mean, I thought he was gonna say $50 minimum. 20 bucks? Wow. All right, now in terms of what can I sell this for, I mean, the guy who even sold it to me said, you're gonna kill it on Facebook Marketplace, because he overheard me doing the video. I'd say minimum $100, but possibly even $200 or somewhere around that. I don't know, we'll see. I'll do a little research when I get back to PTHQ, and we'll figure it out, and I'll put a screenshot up so you know what I listed it for. All right, back at PTHQ, this is all cleaned up now and ready to list. It looks really nice. Pound for pound, I'd have to say this is definitely the biggest thing I have ever bought for reselling. All right, well, I did some research and I found that one of these was listed on a local marketplace for $300. And it's sold for $225. So for that reason, I'm gonna start this one off at $300 and see what happens with it. All right, so we're at another area in the flea market here, and much like when we go to estate sales and I talk about digging through the boxes, definitely take advantage of that, because a lot of people will just not take the time to dig. And when I was going through this box, I saw this book here that says My Book House, and you can see there's the story name there, and on the side it has a number 2. Well, then there's another one here, and as you can see, that's a number 1. So this indicates that there's a set present. And so go over here and we look, and there's number 3. Well, it turns out that this is supposed to be a 12 volume set. Now a lot of people will just stop here, because now you're seeing some random stuff, Hardy Boys, Snow White books, whatever. Then there's this thing in the middle, but then you see there's a stack here, and if we keep pulling things out of the stack, you see we've got 4, 5, 11, and 12. Let's keep going. Now we've got 9 and 10. Let's keep going down here, and we got some more. And so now we've got 6, 7, and 8. So this is the entire set right here. That's all the books. And then, look around some more, because you might find something you could throw in as a bonus. This is In Your Hands, a Parent's Guidebook. It's not part of the set, but it's kind of like a supplement. So let me line these up and show you the order. I still have not gotten a price on this yet, so we'll see. All right, so here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the extra. Don't worry about this one being green and different from the others. That might bother some people, but it's known that this set has a mixture of blues and greens, so someone will still get it. The key is that it's complete. Let's go find out what the price is for this. How much for the book set here?
20 for all.
20 for all? You got a deal. All right, 20 bucks is definitely a great deal. I'm not even going to negotiate with this vendor because he's just such a nice guy, and I've gotten so many amazing deals from him in the past, including those Miami Dolphins newspapers that I showed in the prior video. So if you didn't see that video, go back and check that one out for sure. So this is an interesting AC guide miniature lamps display drawer, and a lot of times when you find these, they're in pretty rough shape, they're pretty rusted up. This one is in pretty nice shape. It does need a little bit of cleaning, but overall it retains a lot of the original white. Again, it will look good with a cleaning. There you see it on the side. I'll show you the back here. This is at the flea market right now. Now, these could sell for well over $100. There's multiple confirmed sales in that price range. If it's in really bad rusted shape, then you're looking more like 50, 60 bucks. Plus, it would come with the bulbs and stuff, and some of the inner parts that are inside of here already. I could even sell these off, like hose clamps and stuff like that. And he wants 30 bucks. I'd like to see if I can get it for 25. Would you do 25 on this?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're gonna do $25, he said. So sold. Awesome deal on this. Always look for something like this, these display drawers. The other thing I really like about this is that it's super light, so it won't cost that much in terms of shipping it with the weight. So it's really easy to maneuver and move around. All right, so as you can see, this is nice and cleaned up here. Came out really nice. And you could also see here, I've pulled everything out, and there's 2 empty slots here. So someone would need to either replace the drawers or they could use that as like a storage area, you know, like it was when I purchased it. So that's how I'll advertise it. So probably won't get over the $100 or $100 range for it because of that. But since I only got it for $25, what I'm going to do is sell these light bulbs here as one big lot for someone who needs these types of replacement bulbs regularly. Some of these things could be sold individually, like this electromagnetic flasher. This is like a $15 piece. And then you've got all the hose clamps, for example, and I could just sell those together as one lot. So basically make my money back and hopefully profit some with the stuff that was inside, and then whatever I sell this for would be the profit. All right, now here's a very interesting flea market find for just $1. This hammerhead shark cup. And this originally came out through the New York Aquarium. You can see it right here, New York Zoos, saving wildlife worldwide. This topper alone is super cool. There's an old promotional hammerhead shark topper from a pizza place that sold for around 50 bucks, just the topper itself. You can see that's where the straw would go in. It's clean inside. For just $1, you cannot miss on this. Even if you just saw the topper out, I would pick this up. So, let alone having it come with the original blue see-through cup is an amazing bonus. Plus, all the decorations on the back with the aquatic life is really cool. So, definitely gonna grab this. Neat piece. All right, I had to move over from where I originally found this at the flea market because the radio was really blasting loud. But I had to show you this. This is something you don't see too often, the one-way, my way, highway sign. This is a metal sign. It's super solid. You can see the price was $12. I actually got it for $10. I should be able to flip that for at least 50 bucks. So, I mean, look at the size of this thing. This thing's huge. And I might as well just mention these things since I have them here, but you can see here's a nice St. Elmo book. I got this for $2. It's from 1866. And then I got a couple of these bags with the women from horror. You see we got Elvira, Bride of Frankenstein, for example. And on the bottom here it says, "You can't sit with us." So I got 3 of them. They were $5 a piece, and I got them for a total of $12. So anyway, I just thought you get a kick out of these. All right, so I am at a toy festival right now, and I just came across this really cool Apollo Moon Trek motorized flying rocket. This is really appealing to a collector right here, this imagery up top, and it has all of the pieces that are supposed to be in here. You see there's like a little blue and yellow piece at the end too that goes with it. So it's complete. It looks like it has been opened on the bottom, but overall it's in great shape. Now there's not too many of these things still around. It was brand new in the box and not opened at all. This would go for around 200 bucks. But right now the cheapest you could get it is for about $112. So there's no price sticker on it. I asked him how much this would be. He said 35. So we'll see if we can get it for a little bit lower. But this looks like it'll be a good investment. Would you do 30 on it?
I would do 32.
32?
Yeah, I would do 32 on. Just because it's nice.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, all right, I'll do 32.
Okay.
Thanks. All right, well, $32 it is, and I think that's a good pickup here. So we'll add this to the primetime box. A little double tap for those of you who missed that. All right, well, we have got a massive $425 sale for this gigantic 20-inch steel Kaiju Cobra G.I. Joe figure. This thing is amazing. Let me pull this out for you and show you what it looks like. All right, so here he is up close. Look at the size of this big guy. I always love reptilian types of creatures when they anthropomorphize them. It's really neat. He does swivel back and forth like this, so you could do different sorts of poses with him. His arms move, his legs move. It's really pretty neat. Comes in a form-fitted styrofoam casing. You can see the other side over there. I would have been able to sell them for more if it didn't have a hole in the side of the box when I bought it. So this is one of these things where I wound up getting my money back. I paid $400 for this toy as part of a huge toy collection. And so the pitch for me was, hey, you're going to be able to sell this guy for about $400, and then the rest of it's going to be all profit. So, you know, you've seen me make videos before where I say, well, I already made all my money back and the rest of it now is profit. Well, this is the sale where I made my money back, and that's what you've got to do sometimes. So let's show you the back also. He's cool on the back. He's got this nice stripe that comes down. So if you're a big G.I. Joe fan, let me know in the comment section. Look at it, his jaw moves up and down too. This is just super cool. Hopefully it brings some joy to some of you watching this who grew up with G.I. Joe. All right, if you're wondering, because I'm always asked how much it costs to ship something that's large, cost $33.81 to ship it through FedEx home delivery. By getting the label on eBay, it saved me an additional $54 that it would have cost if I went into FedEx in person. And if you're wondering if I wanted to ship this USPS Ground Advantage, it would have cost over $60. Priority would have cost $140. So that makes all the difference. $33.81. That is not bad for a box that size. All right, so here's a little tip I want to pass on about comic books that can help you even if you don't know anything about comics. You are commonly going to come across the X-Men #1 comic book from 1991. And as you could see, I'm showing multiple covers because there's 5 different covers. They made so many of these, so that's why you could still find them in dollar bins at comic shops and at comic shows. And you're not gonna usually find all 5 of them at once. Every once in a while you will, but usually you'll find them separate. And so you just pick them up one at a time for $1 or even a couple bucks depending on the condition. I just sold these in near mint condition for $50. They will easily sell for between $30 to $50 depending on condition. So always look for X-Men #1. Ah, you know what time it is. It's time to visit Clint Eastwood. He's telling us something here sold in this pile. By the way, Clint's not for sale. That's mine. He's been here for quite a while. But what is it? What is it, Clint? What's sold here? Down here? Under, oh, he's saying under here. Oh, I haven't seen this in quite a while. Some of you longtime prime timers may remember me picking this up at a garage sale for just $5. And this just sold for 55 bucks. It's going international, and I just jumped on this as soon as I saw it. It's got this nice big shoulder strap here, and it's got the hand carry straps as well. Nice and big. So it's not double-sided, just here, but you can see here we've got Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, and you know, I've always been disappointed that the leader of the 100-acre wood was named Rabbit. What would you name? I mean, I think you should get a better name than that, like something more unique. Tell me in the comment section what you'd call him. I'm gonna go with Bernie. I'm gonna go with Bernie, but you let me know. We actually have a dog next to us named Bernie, so I'm doing that in Bernie's honor. So anyway, yeah, let me know. What would you call him? But yeah, if you see something like this, pick it up. $5, turn it into 55. Great sale. I just sold this set of Venom Lethal Protector comics for $61.50. It's issues 1 through 6 from 1993. I sold it the same day I listed it. This is from a comic collection that I purchased a long time ago. I made my money back from it. So this is all profit. Even if you just see this issue out in the wild, dig into a comic box, and you will. I've sold so many of these before. It's very popular because you could see that shiny red cover, the dripping jowls, and how prominent Venom is on the cover. But if you could piece together the whole set, even better. This series explores how Venom transitions from an evil, villainous character into an anti-hero character. As you can see, he is a character associated with Spider-Man, which makes him even more popular. So definitely be on the lookout for Venom. All right, I have a special treat for you today inside this comic box. Even if you're not interested in comics, if you like good art, you should appreciate this one. Check this bad boy out. This is a unique item. It's the only one of it that exists. This is a sketched comic book cover. So originally this was a blank cover, and comic book companies do this sometimes so that fans could take these to conventions and get an artist to sketch a unique cover on it. And this one was done by Leonard Kirk. He did this in 2019. The actual comic itself came out in 2018. I actually saw this on an online auction and I picked it up for 60 bucks. I initially listed it for $180. That's right. I tripled the price on it. And I just sold it for $150. And that's the thing that you could do with art. A lot of people don't realize that. You just need one person to fall in love with this. And I just knew someone was gonna love these chains being popped off like this. And it just displays so good. And I think Kirk did a great job of drawing Superman here, coloring him in and everything. So a really good job with the inks. Kirk has done a lot of work on DC. He never actually did a Superman title before, but since he's done so much DC work, he knows how to do Superman pretty well. And now he works for Marvel, ironically, but great job here. So it just goes to show another way you could source comic books and make some nice profit on the flip. All right, so what do we have here that just sold for $50? Take a wild guess. It's this right here, which has the sticker 125 on it. What are these? These are comic book dividers. So the way these work is that you basically just put them here in the comic box, and you would affix a label onto this little tab here. And so now you could divide by knowing, okay, these are all the Ghost Rider comics. I have these listed right now. And then you could say, okay, put a label on here. These are the Hercules comics. So this is a box of stuff I have listed. And it's just an example of how something like this would work. So when I buy comic collections, I pull these out and then I assemble them into lots. And I just sold this lot of 125 of them for $50. So it's a way to get your money back sometimes from these collections. Down here, I have 100 of them listed for $45 with a couple watchers. So these are just some creative ways that you can get your money back when you make these purchases of big lots. It helps put a dent into things. So keep an eye out for comic book dividers. And this stack of 100 comic dividers just sold for $40. Thank you to the Queen of Palmdale for the purchase. All right, well, as usual, let me know what your favorite item is down below in the comment section. I always like checking that out and seeing what you have to say. Speaking of comments, thank you for those of you who left a comment on the prior video letting me know that you enjoyed this newer condensed format. It's helping me get videos out more frequently, and it's also allowing me to show you some things that I really haven't been showing recently in terms of things at flea markets, things at other types of conventions that I go to, like comic and toy shows, and some of the varied content that I sell in my store that just doesn't wind up getting highlighted in estate sale videos. Now, this doesn't mean that estate sale videos are over and are never coming back. I'm sure they will at some point. There's just a lot of things that have happened in the central New York area that's changed with regards to the estate sale landscape. And I haven't really seen that many estate sales that I've been interested in going to lately. In fact, I haven't seen any besides the previous ones that I've filmed this year. So I don't want to just make estate sale content just to make it if I'm not feeling it. I have to feel it as a creator. And I know what the audience likes in terms of estate sales. So there has to be a match there in terms of what I like, what you would like, the type of home to explore and stuff like that. So, when something comes up that is a good fit, then I'll go to that again. So, but right now the flea market is really working out well. And there's been some interesting things that are, selling in the store. So it's been fun to highlight that stuff. So I'm really trying to keep the channel afloat as well until February 2026. I know that sounds like a long time away, but that's when a certain professional position that I took on will end. It's a 2-year term. And so at that point, I'll be more free to make additional content, and maybe let me know if you'd want this, maybe even start doing a live show again at some point, maybe even member lives or something. I don't know, but I've definitely been thinking about it. So I'm already starting to think about it and plan more for more of a triumphant return maybe on the live scene. So we'll see what happens at that time. But yeah, let me know. Interested always in hearing what you have to say and hearing your input. Of course, we got to stop by and see Daisy and see what's going on with her. And let's go do that right now. Oh, I almost forgot, before we see Daisy, definitely look into joining membership if you have not done so yet. If you're someone who's really gotten a lot of value from this channel, either in terms of entertainment or to help you for your reselling business or both, consider supporting by becoming a member, because that will help keep the channel afloat until February 2026, because the reality is I just can't make as much content until then, but it definitely will help keep things going. So appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel, definitely going over to the membership side could really be beneficial, because I have so much content there that's members only, including prior member live shows, all my other prior live shows that I had, thrift battles, and a lot of pre-recorded content is there as well. So definitely go check it out. All you got to do is hit the join button when you go to the main screen for my channel. All right, thanks. Well, look who we found. Daisy herself with chicken. She literally just brought chicken up there. I swear I didn't place it there or anything like that. I did throw chicken down the stairs to her earlier because she looked like she wanted to play. And then I came back and I saw this and I was like, oh, this is hilarious. I got a videotape of this. Oh my God, Daisy, oh, look at you. You're shaking a little bit. You're shaking a little bit. Don't worry. She's a little nervous because Mrs. Primetime's been gone for a while. But don't worry, Daisy. She's going to be back soon. Everyone's loving your appearances in these videos at the end. They really watch the channel more for you than anything I find anyway. So I think actually you should start your own channel soon. Oh my gosh, she is so funny. Well, lots of great finds this time. Let me know what your favorite item was. I always like to hear from you and see what you like the best, and see your comments. And of course, I'll review them with Daisy and give her extra chin scratches for all of you who say to do that. All right, belly rubs, whatever you like. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you back at the next one. Take care. Hey Pinky, say goodbye to everybody. You're a big fan favorite now. Thank you.